Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Emmett White. Thank you for taking the time out to tune in to Let's Talk Construction. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize. Some video difficulties. Didn't realize that the mic wasn't on. Uh, but that has since been sorted out. So get sorted out. You'll get right to it. And see if you can make up the feedback. I'd like to apologize. Sorry about that. It's a part of the game. I'll get it right one day. Yes, today's show is being brought to you by Home. That's the Stone Oak Home Expo. It's scheduled to take place in Nassau on March 30th. Also brought to you by the Business and Brunch X event, being presented by the Blue Marlin on Saturday 3rd in Freeport on February. That's in Pelican Bay Hotel. I would be there. So if you're in the area, please come down and join us. Once again, please accept my apology. I do my humble apology on the miss up there with the mic. Today we're going to talk again. We're going to talk about the scheduling, the construction bar schedule, and the importance of it. Why you should have it, and the process what has been being used over the years, using a payment schedule breakdown in the place of a schedule is totally incorrect. Please, if you haven't already done so, invite others, share and invite others to the page. Streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Once again, my name is Emmett White, your host and building contractor with over 30 years experience in the industry. If you have already done so, please continue to register for the upcoming events. We have an event scheduled for Freeport as a self-build, which is very good for persons who want to save thousands of dollars on their construction costs. This puts you in the driver's seat to negotiate and get the best possible price. It also puts you in the driver's seat to control the costs and bill at your leisure. All right. And trust me, you will save. At one point, I'm going to invite some of the homeowners, the consumers who have used the self-bill to visit one or two of the seminars to give their testimony and how it helped them. Okay, so this is not someone called me and asked it is a scam. It's not a scam. All right, Emmett White has been around for a while. I'm not gonna place myself to be good before the court for no scam. Not at this age. All right, this works. What I'm basically doing as a building contractor is I'm offering you the opportunity to be a self-build. You don't necessarily you are not necessarily the building contractor, but you be in the driver's seat. The person who is assisting you at no time must they be touching your money or controlling your funds. You're always in control of your funds. All right. So, like I said, it'll be broken down, explained in layman terms, and you'll see the benefits and the guidance on it. It is something that applies to homeowners but it's also, could assist persons. I've assisted a, 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 a pilot airline, a pilot who did a hangar a few years ago, and he got the good benefits from it. All right, huge hangar out there to the airport. So once again, please register. Then we have the first time homeowners seminar, which is scheduled for the 24th of next month. 24th. So we have two going down back to back. First time homeowners. I've seen a lot of registrations coming through. Let's make it happen. Listen, I'm going to be there on the ground, and we're going to be there in Governor's Harbor, and we're going to make some things happen. Knowledge is power. Listen, someone said the lack of knowledge, people perish. Listen, you don't only perish. I mean, you lose a lot of money too, and you're placed in a position where you don't want to. You'll have a nightmare, and many homeowners have already experienced that. The nightmare of carrying out construction. They're like, oh, it was so bad. No, no, no. I just probably want to buy. I don't want to build. I live home. All right, but no, building a home should be a lot enjoyable thing to do. You get to do the structure. I remember a few years back, did a home for a client, Jacqueline Mazad and Life at Key. And I probably show you a photo of her. She lay in the first block. She had a joy. She wanted to be, she was involved. All right. And they the sort of things, I like to see, homeowners taking part. Yeah, lay the first block. You take a photo, and show from start to finish, how it turns out. But that only happens if you're guided properly. All right. And you're not frustrated through the entire project. So it has to do a lot of the starting process. All right. The starting process. So we'll get into that another time. I don't want to divert from, the importance of the construction schedule. I've already messed up my time due to me. I was only here for 30 minutes coming on without the mic, not the mic being on. And some other issues would be incurred. So the schedule, and I'm going to put up a few clips, 2 clips of what they presently use, what contractors, some contractors presently use, and what should be used. Now, like I always say, listen, we have some very, very good contractors out there, very good contractors, seasoned contractors, who will look out for your interests. If they see you going wrong, they'll say, hey, Mary, I don't think you should do this, but in my judgment, you might want to look into this. All right. On the other hand, you have some, listen, they'll take you for a ride. Their tongue is more sweeter than honey. Okay. And they're the majority. They're not in it. They're just in it. Sadly, most of them are just in it, but you get in and out. What happens is totally up to you. It's on you. All right. So my show is not to bash contractors. This is not that type of show or bash anyone. This is about to educate you, the homeowner, so you would know what to expect and you would know what to do and know how to approach a developer or contractor during this course of your construction. The same thing applies to your architect, your structural engineer, your plumber, and electrician. You're doing remodeling, all of those stuff, all of those good stuff. So once again, a lot of things over the years has been going wrong. People are doing it wrong for various reasons. The lack of knowledge. You had a lot of persons get into construction and they just say, look, yeah, boom, we can make this happen. Some money there, we can make this happen. All right. Sadly, some of them have the basic. Okay, they have the basic. But there's a lot of other parts of it. It is missed in it. And this is a puzzle, I don't know, many put the puzzle together and then you discover, you say, man, this can't fit. So you throw that away. Right? Little did you know, once you already finished, that one you throw away, all right, was the real one, main one you need to finish the puzzle. And this is what happened in construction. We might have a puzzle with 1,000 pieces, find all the puzzles. Some persons look at the picture and say, bang, yeah, I got this. All right. But the very important stuff, the engine what runs that construction and make things happen, it's not there. And this schedule puts you, the homeowner, in the driver's seat, not to dictate, but to have a conversation in layman terms with the contractor and say, "Hey, John, why is the 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 mat not finished? We have a start date on May 10th, and the duration was for 15 days. We're now into the 10th day, and we only have, when we look in the percentage column, we only had what, 50%. All right. Then you go down to the other tasks in that section, that foundation section, and you realize that, listen, man, based on our completion time for this first phase, we ain't gonna be out there. All right. Now let's flip back to what is commonly used by the contractors. Now, even some of them themselves, and I'm going to put on. Speaking of this now, I have a. I don't think I mentioned it. I have this year. I will continue on with the contractors workshop, building contractors workshop. Unfortunately, it would only be held. I'm bringing it to Nassau. It'll only be between Nassau and Freeport at this time. All right, probably second quarter of the year, I would move it to some of the other islands like Ixomo and Abaco. Last year it was it was okay. All right, so you're gonna have that, and I'm gonna also do one for scheduling, because I realize, based on what I've been seeing over the years, and I've been seeing this in the last 25 years, and it's continued today. To today's date, it continued. So I'm gonna take the initiative and do a class for the contractors for to learn how to schedule, to do the correct way of scheduling. All right. If you cannot do it, it's a service that you can request. It's a paid service you can request, but I would encourage you to learn it. Many of you have the basic idea to do it, but it's now you have to get, it has to be entered into your computer, or you might have to do it on a paper, but the paper would not work. All right. Because everybody like me, they say it's right like a doctor. All right. And I understand what's going on. But with that being said, yeah, I'm going to put on a show. I'm going to put on a workshop for contractors. Those of you who want to continue doing private classes, I'm open to that. However, it has to be scheduled in my time frame. All right. So that needs to be done in advance. All right. Let's be proactive. All right. Be proactive with that. So that's something I'm going to add. This present right now, and we have the blueprint reading, the basic blueprint reading. That's coming on again for next year. All right. And concrete calculating, learning how to calculate for your concrete, sand, P-rock, and square and cubic yards. All right. There's very little on that class. There's very little things you have to bring. The concrete calculator will be supplied. I would walk you through it. When you leave there from my workshop, you would know how to calculate concrete, convert into cubic yards. Same thing applies to sand, P-rock, etc. Okay, that's for the contractors. And like I said, the blueprint reading will continue. Moving along. Once again, my show, the homeowners, Let's Talk Construction, is designed to educate and inform home consumers on how to avoid being ripped off, overcharged, and ensure you receive quality workmanship. With that being said, the only way this is going to happen, it is you, the homeowner, take advantage and learn how the process of the construction process. Okay, so once again, the schedule, what's being used is totally, I'm going to blank out the screen, and please, if it's not clear, I know we run some tests the other night, it was clear on our end. and we can see it. But if it's not clear, please let me know so I can advise the technical guys. I need to make some adjustment to see how best we could, facilitate. Realizing we have persons from around the world tuning in, to all of those platforms that I'm tied in. So listen, this is serious. It's not only, I'm also thinking and expanding this. That's for another topic for another time. But anyhow, keeping on the topic. Yes, so I'm gonna blank myself out of the screen, and I'm gonna put up the scheduling that the contractors use for lending institution and homeowners and so you're blindsided on this, but I'm gonna blank right now. Okay, let's go. What you have there now is the schedule what has been being used by contractors and real estate appraisers who betray themselves off. Some of them betray themselves off to being QSs. That's another topic. I tell them, listen, man, listen, ladies, the lack of knowledge. Oh man, people have been perishing for years. Years, over 25 years. I've been in it for the construction for over 2 years. Started at an early age. Oh, let me say hello to my dad, Felix White. He's not doing well. For those of you in this construction industry, who my father, he's not doing well. If you have an opportunity, please reach out to him, 393-8195, and say hello. It's because of him that I am in the position, because of him and God, I will say. I am in this position to share this knowledge with you. All right. So yeah, please reach out to him. Loving Father. Yes. So what you have in the top column, stage 1, you have site clearing, and then they go on to some other tasks. Tasks is referred to these same items with a breaking down here in that first column. All right. You have starter bars, starter blocks, concrete to foundation. They are referred to as tasks. Okay. Now, in this first column, the same thing reflects to the second column, stage 2, and then reflects on stage 3. What I mean by that is they don't have any dates, they don't have any time frame, they don't have any percentage on when the site clearing is going to be done, or when the steel reinforcement, the starter bar is going to be installed. All right. The only thing which is there is, which is good for the contractor, is that when we're going to get paid. All right. So everything right now here is in the driver's seat of the contractor. Nothing for the homeowner. Now the homeowner accepts this. So yes, this one, like I said, 30 years, and it's still going on today. All right. The contractor put this together. The homeowner accepts it. Mortgage lender accepts it. And who's responsible? You, the homeowner. You, the homeowner. You're going into something, you must have enough information as possible so you could be on the same level or have someone on your side, an owner's rep or a project manager, to assist you and guide you through the process. When I say that, is not just an owner's rep or a project manager, one who has integrity and who's accountable to you, one who's independent and accountable to you. That's like a dime a dozen in the Bahamas, because everybody know each other, and someone will try to screw you over. But that's another story for another time. But moving forward, like I said, this is wrong. Basically, this is wrong. It should be titled payment certificate. All right. This is wrong. All right. So I'm going to show you now what should be the correct process. All right. Which is called, this is here now, is a construction bar chart schedule. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't, please invite others. This is class. This is to come into the classroom. All right. Because some of you might be at the end of the planning stage right now, signing a contract. And listen, this is so critical. This is so critical. This is what you need before you, once you sign that contract, all right, this should be accompanied. You already have an agreement with the contractor that, like, and you're going to sign in principle, you'd be going with you. Please prep. We'll even mobilize you just to do the bar charge schedule. That's how serious it is. All right. Don't get the full mobilization for the project. Just prepare and present the schedule. Now, this is a different level now. All right. So, see, this is about protecting you. And you have been led to the galleys unknowingly for over 30 years. And the contractors know this. Some of them know and some don't know. And I'll be honest now. All right. The one in my scale, the good, that 5%, they know what's happening. Then you go to, they would present this with you at ease. Boom. Yeah, Mr. John, okay, fine. Okay. But some don't know. And that puts you at a disadvantage. So everything what they do, most of the things what they do are in their court to benefit them. I believe you're paying, you're the homeowner, you're paying, you're the consumer. It should benefit you. It should be 50-50. Listen, this is what you should have so you know where I'll be at a particular time. All right, just moving quicker. So to the top column, it has durations. I don't know if you can see that, but I put days. All right, and that duration, in layman terms, it says it talks about the days. All right, so installing the floor, the mat, steel mat. All right, we'll put in there 5 days. I'm going to use 5 days. Then another column, the top column, right next to it, a red and red. We'll have days. You have start and finish. All right. So you'll have May 7th, May 7th, 24th, date, and then goes on to, and it'll spit up and say, okay, well, you'll be finished on the 15th of May. All right. Then moving further, as the project continue, you'll provide you can either agree that you can have some site meetings, and we can talk about site meetings as well with owners, homeowners. All right, you'll agree to say, okay, well, you don't want to update, depending on the life of the project, meaning how long the project is going to last for. You want to look ahead. It could either be a 3-week look ahead, or you don't want a 1-week look ahead, and you would like to review with the contractor or your design, your construction team, every Wednesday, which would be good because you'll be in the middle of the week. All right, rather than looking at it every day. And doing it every day, it'll become frustrating and it will send some sense of mistrust if you just start on the project to your contractor. So you don't need to be, babysitting, or microwaving, the contractor. Sometimes some of them, it sends a sign of mistrust. All right. So work completed. That's the last column where you see a percentage highlighted in red. Then you'll put the percentage there. Now, when you compare this with what we looked at earlier, okay, there's no comparison. That's just looking at that one line on the top. There's no comparison. All right. Now, if you were to get into a situation with your contractor, all right, and you say, hey man, you're supposed to be finished this. I'm just going to stick to one task. I'm going to run through all of them, right? You're supposed to be finished the starter columns in the mat, all right, 10 days ago. All right, and you started on a particular date. You don't have anything to support your claim. You as the homeowner doesn't have anything to support your claim. Because the contractor, he could say, hey, no man, I started 4 days ago. And it's good. No, you didn't start 4 days ago. You start this day when the contract was signed. No, that was only for the contract signed. That has nothing to do with the schedule of works. That's all that contract was for. When you signed the contract, fine. That has nothing to do with when you when what's going on with the construction. All right, in terms of scheduling and seeing the tasks them move. Okay, there again. So when you go back to uh, what we looked at what the contractors normally use, there's nothing in that first column, the top column. You see nothing in there to protect you. You cannot have any argument with the contractor because why? Everything is in his court. He looked out for himself. Now, in terms of payment, he also looked at himself because he put what he is expected to have when he's there, when he finished his work. Now, that can take, all right, that stage there could take anywhere, and it allows him now to say, look, boy, I can finish this in 3 weeks, but now I have to pull my guys to do something else on another project, and then I have this other deadline to make. All right, so now he pulled his guys from there to finish off something else, to do something else, and now that puts your job in jeopardy. And all of those little items in there were supposed to, and this where you see highlighted in yellow, and not highlighted in yellow, those items in that first where I have main house, ground floor, guest house, cabana, and that section there is not up to where it's supposed to be in terms of finish, so you can move on to the next task. All right, so you are now delayed all of those tasks, and then it's a ricochet. If one of those tasks is not completed, it throws off the other. All right, but what you would find is sometimes these guys are good, and because you're the homeowner, you're not fit to what's going on. They'll jump past some stuff just if they need one of the guys who's supposed to be doing the steel. All right, they'll move him to do something else on another project. All right, and let something else be going on. All right, so you come there and you say, oh, okay, well, that going on, at least that going on. But listen, what he have going on, chances are what the other guy doing is irrelevant to what really need to be done, so you can meet the first stage and get your foundation pour on a particular day. So once again, in the percentage column, which is very important because it shows the percentage, and now you have a case. If you're using the bar chart schedule, you now have a case, and you can sit with especially if you're involved with a mortgage lender, all right, because now you have a case you could go to and have an argument with the lender and say, hey, X, Y is the case. Now, interesting enough, not only did the contractor use this method, the real estate appraisers, some real estate appraisers who assist some of the banks use the same process. All right. And it caused a lot of problems. Because why? Now even the mortgage lender, because they are not on cue, they're just mortgage lenders now. Remember, they're relying on the contractor and the appraiser to guide them through the process to say, hey, look, y'all you got this unlocked. Y'all gonna make sure these homeowners are straight. Okay, now that's what I believe. But for the last 30 years is evidence that that's what's been going on. Okay, the appraiser present this, he sign off, all right, and bang. Okay, inspect it. Okay, so back to this, like I said, this puts you in the, you now have an argument. If the contractor isn't up to where you expect, all right, tasks are not completed, all right, and just not even looking at the tasks, just go to the next phase of the construction, and you realize that, like, man, this January, next month he's supposed to be starting the floor slab. Now, you as a layman, if you're using the one what they present you with, this here, you don't know if that can happen or not. You're at the mercy. So your house is supposed to be finished in 12 months. It's not going to happen. All right. So this is an importance of that. So like I said, once again, once you have this, all right, You're able to, and then and the other columns you have the subs. Okay, you have the subcontractors, everyone involved, and which task they will be doing. Meaning again, the task, the plumber, the electrician, the AC guy, you know, all of those persons, they are listed in this column, so you could track their performance. It allows you to track their performance. The low voltage person, you know, you could track their performance and say, okay, bang, that's that. You know, this is where they are, and we're good to go. Once again, and in the far right corner, where you see the arrows, the green going on, there's some bars. They show you there again. You're looking at percentage. You'll see the percentage there, 60%. And then as you move in 100%, you'll see 60%. Let's use, say for argument, is 60%. It'll spit out, it'll move out further, and it would fall right on that particular date. All right, and day within that month, that calendar month. So you there again, you'll be able to see exactly. You say, man, this ain't gonna work. So rather than looking you'll be looking at the left column. It might look kind of confusing, but when you move to the right column, the bars, the vertical bars will show you exactly for each one of those tasks where it's supposed to be at a particular date and of that month. All right. So that's the importance. Now, at the first time homo seminar in Freeport, yes, you will have an opportunity. You will have a copy of this, and I will guide you through it step by step. So come prepared. You know, that you're gonna have class, and I'm gonna walk you through the process. All right. So that's in a nutshell. That's one of the reasons why one must use this to guide you through the process. It alleviates all the problems, all the headaches. All right, you know exactly what's going on. You know your project should be at a particular date, time, and I'm saying date. Every day is accounted for in this schedule. All right. So every day you could come back and you could expect, you can look at your schedule. Okay, it's supposed to be there. I can be there. So no, but you want to micromanage it, manage your job, right? But I'm just to let you know this is the advantage of having the schedule. And like I said, you would, if you have a situation where you have to go to the court, we run out of time. Show is only half an hour, but I'm going to finish up. If you have a situation you have to go to court, or you have to go into arbitration, go into the bank. All right, you have some documents that you could present to your lender and say, listen, madam or sir, here's the situation. When you compare this, or if they're not on site, you have some photos to show the progress of the work, what is there to date. They could call the contractor and say, listen, what's the problem, or how can we resolve this, or where we are from there. You'd already see the red flag. So rather than you reaching, that's not just on the foundation now. And this is with a red flag, and talk about all of that stuff too. You talk about red flag. Also on another show, some things but could pique your interest, and you'll have the opportunity to say, okay, well, let's be proactive. And I don't see something happening. So rather than you don't see that, hey, look, we already started out wrong in problems on the first stage. All right, why are we advancing money for the next stage? If you ain't finished, if all of these tasks are not completed 100%, why are we doing it? Why? Please explain. Okay, so that's food for thought. And that helps you. Like I said, this is something that helps you showing at the beginning, and this is the beginning of it. This before you sign the document, before you sign the contract, ladies and gentlemen. All right, before you sign the contract, for the love of God. Okay, before you sign that contract, advance funds just to have the bar chart schedule done. I would advise you. All right, you need that, and have an agreement with the contractor is, listen, once you advance the spot charge schedule, then the next step will be your mobilization. Okay. But we want to agree, me and my owner's rep or my project manager, we want to agree, we want to review what you're presenting and then agree on those tasks. All right. That puts you in the driver's seat to at least, have some insight. And what it does is, another thing, what the schedule does is give you a projection, and you see the completion of the project. All right. Give you projection. Okay, I'm going to be this month. I'm going to be that month. Okay. It also, those milestones also put you in the position to be proactive, because now the contractor may run into, and this is the advantage some contractors don't understand, having a budget schedule allows you to review the document, all right, in its entirety by looking at the schedule and be proactive and say, something, I need X, Y, Z, I need this, that. All right. So he's now thinking, he said, boy, I might need this from the homeowner. I need that. All right. Let me reach out to the homeowner. And all of that helps the progress of the project. You're not delayed. All right. At least you may not have that much delay, but you're given advance notice to say, something, I realized that we're coming up on the stage. I didn't see a certain section or detail. Could you assist, and getting this for me? Or we might need, something. Okay. That's the importance of that. Very, very important. Very, very important. So, ladies, again, and gentlemen, thank you for taking the time out. Once again, I'd like to apologize for the screw up on my behalf. Maybe really streamed earlier. And today's show has been brought to you by the Business Brunch event in Freeport, which is scheduled to take place on Saturday the 3rd. That's this coming Saturday at the Pelican Bay Hotel in Freeport, Grand Bahama. If you haven't already got your tickets, please reach out, get your tickets. It promises to be a nice business networking event. I will be there, like I said earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have in the process of carrying construction and just need a one-on-one, feel free to come down or give me a call, 445-6311. I can review your documents quickly and give you some quick advice on it. It's no cost. This is what I'm all about. It's guiding you through the process. This is what the show is all about. It's making sure that you are guided, giving you the proper guidance. You're educated. All right. Education, the lack of knowledge, you perish. Knowledge is powerful. Okay. The show is also being brought to you by Stone Oak Expo, which is scheduled to be held in Nassau on the 24th of March. Once again, you could reach out to them and advertise, get your boots. That's promises to be a great expo. They have another expo in Nassau for probably 20 years. So you could go there and market your product and service. I'll also be attending that as well. So there again, if you are in the vicinity during that time and like to meet up, just to get some quick tips, feel free. That's what I'm all about. 445-6311 is the number. Please don't forget to register for the South Bill, and it's scheduled to take place on the 17th in Freeport. Let's make it happen. I'm excited. I'm filled. I'm just going to pour my knowledge. Thank God for giving me this opportunity to share this knowledge that I have with those who need it. The same applies to those contractors who have reached out to me and have been doing things on the side, privately to bring up their skills. Hey, I'm happy to pass it on. One day I might not be here, but whilst I'm here, I can pass the knowledge on. rather than me going to my grave with it. Hey, let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. Luttrell also scheduled to be there next month. Nassau, just working out one or two things. The event, yes. Please continue. I'm not being boarded by all the text. What's up? You can find out if I'm going to bring the event there. Yes, I'm going to be there. It's going to be there. We're looking at March, God's Will Life. We're going to have 2 back-to-back. The self-bill and the first-time homeowners seminar. And also looking in a Luttrell. Just want to close with this. We're on the south. We're going to be in the central and Governor's Harbor on the 24th, and then we're going to move down to the north. I don't have a date for north yet, but stay tuned. Keep in touch. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, have a great and wonderful evening. Please be safe and enjoy